Good morning. Welcome to class today. Today, it's Hannah and me, Phoebe. Let's start off by singing some songs. The first song we're going to sing is God is So Good.
God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me. He loves me so. He loves me so. He loves me so. He's so good to me. I praise His name. I praise His name. I praise His name. He's so good to me.
The next song we're going to sing is Trust and Obey.
Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus, but to trust and obey. Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus, but to trust and obey.
The next song is What a Mighty God.
What a mighty God we serve. What a mighty God we serve. Angels bow before Him, heaven and earth adore Him. What a mighty God we serve. What a mighty God we serve. What a mighty God we serve. Angels bow before Him, heaven and earth adore Him. What a mighty God we serve.
Today's story is about Abraham and his nephew Lot. We're going to look at what happened in Lot's life. Abraham and his nephew Lot had moved to the land of Canaan. They both had large flocks of sheep and herds of cattle that needed fresh pastures. As there was not enough pasture for all of the animals, arguments and fights broke out between the shepherds and herdsmen of Abraham and Lot.
So Abraham said to Lot, "Let's not have any fighting between your herdsmen and mine, because we're close relatives. Let's go our own ways. You choose where you want to go, and I will go in the opposite direction."
Lot looked around and he saw that the plain of Jordan had plenty of water and good land. So Lot decided to pitch his tents near the city of Sodom. Abraham went in the other direction to live near Hebron, where he built an altar to the Lord.
Sodom and the other cities in the region chosen by Lot were full of people who were very wicked. They had no time for God. They were mean to the poor and did very bad things and were violent. It was not the place that Lot and his family should be living. God decided these people were so wicked, the time had come to put an end to their wrongdoing.
Abraham knew of God's plan, and he was talking to God, asking him, "Will you really kill the righteous ones with the wicked ones in the city?" A righteous person means one who is right in God's eyes. Abraham asked, "What if there are 50 that are righteous? Will you spare the place for the 50 righteous ones?" So God said if he could find 50 righteous people in the city, then he would spare the city. Then Abraham said, "What if there are only 45 righteous people?" God said he would not destroy the city if there were 45 righteous people in the city. Then Abraham said, "God, don't be angry, but what if there were only 30 righteous people?" God said he would not do it if there were 30 righteous people. Then Abraham asked, "What if only 20 are righteous in the city?" God said he would not destroy the city if there were 20 righteous people. Then Abraham asked, God, do not be angry, but I will only ask once more. What if there are only 10 righteous people? And God said he would not destroy the city if there were 10 righteous people.
But God could not even find 10 righteous people in the whole city. So God sent 2 angels to the city of Sodom, where they found Lot sitting by the city gate. He invited them into his house, where they warned him, "Hurry and get out of this place, because the Lord is about to destroy the city."
When Lot hesitated, the angels grasped his hand and the hands of his wife and 2 daughters and led them safely out of the city. The angel said, "Flee for your lives. Don't look back and don't stop anywhere in the plain. Run to the mountains or you will be swept away."
God sent a terrible judgment on the wicked cities on the plain. Rocks and fire rained down on Sodom and the nearby cities. Lot and his 2 daughters obeyed God and rushed away to safety without looking back. But Lot's wife stopped and looked back, and she turned into a pillar of salt.
What a crazy story! God was looking for those who loved him and were right in his eyes. Let's sing, "You Shall Love the Lord Your God."
You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your heart. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. You shall love the Lord your God with all your soul, with all your soul. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. You shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. You shall love the Lord your God with all your mind, with all your mind. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. You shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind.
Boys and girls, do you remember the name of the city that Lot and his family moved to?
Sodom.
Yeah, but Sodom and its nearby city, Gomorrah, was not a good place. The people were very wicked, and they did things that God was not pleased with. They were mean to people and did bad things and were very violent. God saw this and decided to do something about it.
Do you remember what Abraham asked God when he heard of God's plan to destroy the city of Sodom?
First, Abraham asked if God would save the city if God could find 50 righteous people.
Do you remember what righteous means?
It means one who is right in God's eyes.
Then Abraham asked if God would save the city if he could find 45 righteous people. Then he changed it to 40, then he changed it to 30, then 20, and finally 10. God agreed that if he could find 10 righteous people, then he would save the city.
But sadly, God couldn't even find 10 righteous people in the city. That's how wicked the city was.
But God saw Lot and his family, and God showed his love by sending angels to rescue Lot and his family out of the city before destroying it.
So Lot and his 2 daughters and his wife ran away. But what were they instructed to do?
To not look back at the city.
Yes. But who did not obey and looked back at the city while they were running away?
Lot's wife.
Yes, and because she looked back towards the city, she turned into a pillar of salt.
Why do you think Lot's wife turned back?
Maybe part of her liked her life back in Sodom or liked something that God didn't like. And so she turned around to look at the place where she lived.
God knows our hearts, and He wants all our heart, soul, and mind to be focused on Him. It's time for our memory verse. Are you ready? For nothing will be impossible with God. Luke 1:37.
We loved seeing all of your drawings last week of God's promises to Abraham. Let's take a look at them. Wow, beautiful colors.
Nice job. You know what to do. After this, draw a picture of today's story and have your mom and dad send it in. We haven't been seeing that many recently, so send them. Also, send a video of you doing your memory verse. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Bye.